Yeah, so in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna correlate and elaborate on, the two oxymorons that people, they don't take into consideration. You know, I've been, ready? Come on, come on. Like I was saying, to take in consideration, because they don't take into consideration of what they want in their spare time, meaning to fulfill that craving knowledge of where we came from. They don't take into consideration when they're not thinking that thought or being that deep, as when they treat the average person or people as, a taboo. If you don't know what a taboo is, the definition of a taboo is something against the norm. So if you have different cultures, right, it creates something called a taboo, because in your culture you're groomed for certain and specific things to be normal and a part of you and a part of your behavior, part of your characteristics, your soul, your essence, your spirit, everything, right? So in Japan, I'm gonna just jump to it. They got a shutdown, an emergency shutdown, that there's nanobots in all of the human beings. And people don't think this is possible. So now you have Ryan Garcia saying something about that they're putting like extra little nanobots in your water and other little light snacks to control you. And some people don't think it's possible, but it's possible because it's something can make you overly hungry, like spontaneously and instantly. If something can just control your appetite, like you go from being normal and then you're overly hungry, it can create a mood switch instantly. So you have to look at it that it's a different type of steroid. All right. So the complaint about the nanobots in Japan is that these nanobots are acting like little steroids in their people. Then in America, you got Ryan Garcia saying that they're putting the same type of nanobots in our water, milk, bread, and stuff like that. An instant hunger, an instant crave, an instant reaction. You're instantly pissed off. You instantly want to do something else. You do a 180, not a 360, because when you do a 360, you land where you started. A 180 is the other half. 180, 180 is 360. Right? Two 360s, you know what I'm saying? 720. So on and so forth. Or whatever. But my point is, they have the technology with the mugshots also. So this is a release of the technology that we missed out on, that we were supposed to own as citizens, but our economy and our culture, basically as the United States of America, we aren't up to speed and aren't up to beat for it. So we don't qualify for it on the spectrum, because there's a lot of immature people, rowdy behavior and stuff like that. It's calculated under propaganda. It's calculated under statistics and crimes. So, but you have this technology to make mugshots eat cupcakes, or you have Will Smith looking like he's in Hawaii in 2019 before it was hit with a laser by Russia. You see what I mean? Think about that. They have Will Smith looking like he has something to do with the Hawaii situation years after. Right now, utter silence. After America turned on the Rock Dwayne Johnson. Now let me tell you something about this whole situation and why I feel like I'm the best YouTuber and content maker besides being the freestyle king that I am, my numbers show it on my quality of work, right? And what I'm doing. Besides that, I'm going to just paint you this picture, right? Before I feed you this poison ivy and this poison sumax that's going to start, you know, bumping you out on your body besides getting you sick on the inside. So the legend is there was this fight between the Asians and the Pacific Islanders. The Pacific Islanders are the Rock, Rikishi. You know Rikishi is in the Rock, right? And the children and the nephews, they have that specific Pacific Islander look. It looks a little confusing to everybody because they look like everybody. That specific look is the indigenous look of the New York Indian look. It shares a Mexican look and it also shares an Asian look. However, they are a tribe, meaning the Pacific Islanders. They are a tribe of the New York Indians who is different. I say that because my grandmother has that look. The Pacific Islanders was forced to be on the Pacific side. They originally started in New York. It wasn't the Hispanics. However, the Hispanics, the Latins, the Thai people, they conquered the Pacific Islanders, the Samoans or whatever you want to call them. They got them out of New York and brought them over there to the West Coast. But they liked it. The Pacific Islanders liked it. But it was a bad war. It was a bad fight. And the people, as we know, is the Samoans and the Pacific Islanders and all of that. They was destroyed. It wasn't a lot of them. And then the leftover of them, that's what the Spanish conquistador was. They weren't like brutal all the time to every people. They would pick certain people and like, I guess, breed them. You know? Treat them fucked up though, but they would breed them. But the white people with blue eyes and blonde hair was genocidal. They was genocidal. They was trying to get rid of a certain type of look. You see what I'm saying? So now what you have is a look that looks familiar to other looks. And they could grasp attention, you know, with different type of qualities of hair, different color eyes and shades of skin. Now, one thing about the Samoans, though, the Pacific Islanders, they did fight. They didn't go out like no chumps. Don't make it seem like they was pussy. I'm not saying that they was soft. That just wasn't it. It's just but so much you can do. They actually put up a hellacious great fight to be outnumbered the way they were. And they were kept because they were worthy, because they was drilling shit. They was fucking shit up. When you came to New York and you came to that type of Indian, them niggas was fucking shit up. The Samoans, the other ones or whatever. I don't know all of them. I just know that shit right there. And them niggas was big and strong too. They got wild. They was big and strong. See, the New York was different back in the day. But just imagine a long time ago. And then you think about the South was always and will always be hotter than New York. So you think about what the weather like was back then too. It was way worse than it was New York. And it's different type of colds and chillies and frost in winters when, you know, the seasons change. So moral of the story is you have the label Pacific Islander or Samoan and they're from New York. And you see the look. It's indigenous. They're Native American. You can't, you see what I'm saying? They really are. They Native American. They don't have the Negroid hair. They got close to the Aberranian redskin. You see how they're Aberranian Native American? They're not Samoan or Pacific Islander. They're Aboriginal Aberranian. It's just like me. You see how I go light skin and then I can get dark. Like if I was in the sun, like I turn a different type of shade or whatever. That's called being Aberranian, but they left the name out because they don't want people to keep using it on disability. Because if you go through the process and you know how to spell Aberranian, you know the whole medical situation of Aberranian, then you win eventually. So they hit it and called everybody Aboriginal, showed people indigenous pictures of, skin tones and certain type of hair, and then show pictures of black and white, people also. And I'm talking about literally with no color in the trees or the sky or anything like that. It was gray stoned and gray scaled with black and white. Now this technology was done a long time ago. You feel me? I wasn't fascinated with a camera. Besides me learning about death, the thing I wanted to know is, if we came from how you say we came, and you said there's no such thing as aliens, and you said there's probably such thing as a God and the devil, then how did you make a camera? That's what I asked, right? And I stumped a lot of people, and people got mad. They was like, all right, just get them off that question. Just don't let them ask. I'm going to remember that shit for the rest of my life, all right? But that was my question as a little kid. Granted, camera, a lens, is sticking, it's a clip in your brain. So you mean to tell me you moved these people to the West Coast, the Aberranians, that's what it was, the Hispanic scene, that they had the same type of texture hair. It's called Mongoloid. It's not Negroid, but it turns Negroid. That can turn Negroid. But Caucasoid hair cannot turn Negroid. That was the depiction. That's why they labeled it Mongoloid and Negroid, because of temperature, they knew they could get away with it. And plus, it's an actual reaction that your hair goes through to make it silk and slick like that. So that's why they was able to get it off like that, categorize it as two different type of textures of hair. However, women that was Mongoloid and Negroid hair, they like the Caucasoid hair with the blue eyes. So that put a barrier on us as black men, colored men, Indian men, whatever you want to call us, Caribbeans, whatever. So I don't care what your argument is to me. I just told you a fact. Because when the Pilgrims came with different colors to the motherland of America, Virginia, and that's what I happen to be, my whole father's side of the family, Davon's family, Leonard's family, David's family, that's Virginia, that specific look. You know how y'all motherfuckers keep saying I look like them? That specific look is from Virginia. That's called Virginia Indian. They moved the Pacific Islanders from New York. That's the New York Indian look. I'm dead serious. Besides the Asian people got a gene that makes them look like that, and is strong because they kept it potent, just like people with blue eyes. People with blue eyes have a different gene than you. That's why the color is different. The color pattern is blonde and light brown and shit like that. And the eyes is a different color. It's a gene. There's something electric in us. Stop paying attention to your skin, your muscles, your fat, your hair, your nails, and everything. Stop paying attention to that shit. There's electricity in all of us. And it's genetic. That's a gene. I don't understand why people say it's high school graduates. You guys piss me off. That's why this YouTube shit is the safest way that you can have your video, your chat, where the fuck you at, and I'm over here. Because you will not accept the fact. You won't accept certain things. You take certain things and you make an argument, and it's not fair. Because when somebody presents you the truth, and you don't know the truth, and all you can say is, I didn't know that, and then it holds leverage because you're racist, and you got the right to be racist, that gives me the green light to come eliminate your ass. That's what court is for. What do you think the bitches in the dude is wearing black for? They're wearing black for a reason. They're making you touch either your religious book, or they'll make you touch the law. There's a law book that you ask for the court. For instance, a judge has the freedom to be a Wicca witchcraft. She has the freedom to be a witch. Yes. So does a dude. Promise. It's indigenousness that you can't touch on that. The judge D'Alessio in Greenburgh, New York, practices witchcraft. She wears the triple goddess, that green shit that all y'all bitches be wearing, that jade green, that shit is evil too, right? Yeah, so we're just gonna talk about it. So if you got the right to do it, go ahead, do it. But when it comes back to bite you in your ass, don't look to a man that you used it on to try to be your fucking lawyer and try to help you out this shit. I'm just saying. You know? So when I put my hand, I'm gonna teach you this too, federal. I'm gonna teach. So when I put my hand, I want to put my hand on them law books. No, I'm not touching the Torah, Quran, or Bible. Where is the court sworn book that you go by, that you abide? Because you just said you're just a judge. Just a judge, not a prosecutor. That's where they throw you off at. They got you looking straight at the judge when the prosecutor could just put you in jail without the judge's permission. You see how they cross-eyed you? When you're left-handed, they teach you how to write with your right hand, and it fucks your whole life up. It depletes you. It stunts you. Now they shrunk you. You have a look, and they can just easily put your little and stick your little ass somewhere where you won't be bothered. Who is we? The ones calling the shots. Who the fuck is the ones calling the shots? Just look at the Democrats and the Republicans. Perplexed? Why would you be? So you mean to tell me all them people got play on what we say? Duh. Guess what? They see you in the street, they don't even got to talk to your ass. How about that? I'm going to open the book, though. Not just keep juggling and elaborating on regular high school education, and then you want to go to little classes here and little classes there, pick up another education called racism, and then stand your degree in the American freedom reign, right? That's what the federal government is for. Okay, we're going to allow you to do that. And then when somebody comes, kills your son, we're just going to lock your son up. We're going to lock the other son up. That's what they do. They don't care. You see how it goes? It's not a pattern. It's a trick. It's not a pattern. It's a trick. It's a next step. Like opening the door. It's not juggling where it's you're throwing it up and down, trying to juggle, crossing the ball, catching it on opposite hands. It's not that. You're anticipating the pattern by hitting your hand. When they're opening the door and then they open the dresser and they open the freezer and your dead man is in the freezer, and then you realize the FBI just violated you. First of all, they kicked you out the house. Then they arrested you, got your man killed, laughed at you, beat you up, and then locked you up for months. Fuck years. Not 2 years. How about 400 months? Look at that shit. For drugs. Just because you won't snitch. All you got to do is tell on this person. Now, it's a good chance you can get out of jail. If you tell on this person, you can get out right now. 10 out of 10 times, as soon as you come out, your head's going to be flattened out. You're going to die. You'll be safe to be in here for the next 300 months. Prime example, Nipsey Hussle. Eric Holder is disabled. You seen him walking out. His left leg was mad long. He has a limb discrepancy. I thought he had a gun on him. The way he was limping, we got to talk about that. And people size people like that up. He's not an ambidextrous fighter. People that become ambidextrous boxers, once you start working on the other side rigorously, you start to get that that side-to-side bop or whatever, because that's the first time you went heavier than you went on your strong and dominant side. You see what I'm saying? He's not a boxer at all. Eric Holder. That's just a fighter talking about another person in the street. That's why I stopped punching a lot of y'all niggas in the face, because y'all can't take it. Y'all can't take a lot of them either. For real, I feel sorry. But that nigga was disabled. And they put him in a coma. See, that's what I'm saying about Nipsey Hussle. That's what I'm saying. You can't enter the game just like what Kai did. Just like what What's his name? Errol Spence. Remember how disciplined Errol Spence was? And then he became EJ. The tattoos, the hair, let him live, drink, will ghost ride the whip. Then he got your ass whipped by a nigga that got shot in the head. Yeah. Who live the righteous way, who don't do that shit. And then everybody say, well, maybe next time, EJ. And still want Terrence Crawford to lose. Everybody wants Terrence Crawford to lose. Everybody. Yeah, a look, a lens. Aberranians. And them niggas is the Pacific Islanders. Then you calling the Caribbean people Caribbeans. And them niggas is the Aberranians too. It was just red-skinned people. And then the people of Alaska, they didn't know what to call them the Aberranian shit because it didn't fly with them. As soon as you called them the Aberranians, they got mad. They said, they pointed at the Negro right here. We not like them. We like the Asians. And it's true. They are. They in a colder temperature. Right? The root red chakra is weird. Down low. And I told people over and over, your legs is 2 sets of lungs. If you're not breathing correctly through your legs, you're going to have mental health. Mental health. You see how good in shape I am? I still have a circulation problem because I go from left and right. My balance is crazy, but I do rigorous work and I don't like to go to sleep a lot. You see what I'm saying? And I need sun. So it's a whole bunch of factors. I'm just saying, a nanobot that's going to make you throw up? Really? Alpine water, you can't even drink Alpine water. You shouldn't drink it. If you've been drinking water from the fountain, regular bottled water your whole life, you should never convert to Alpine. And if you do, stay there, don't ever come back. I'm just saying. You're gonna be really, really, really messed up for a very, very, very long time. A very long time. Alpine, don't do it. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing on the Alpine, the water, that's what an Aberranian was. It was some type of mystery. We live by the water, just like the Alaskans live by the snow and the water, and we turn red. That's it. That's all that shit was. The Teneo Indians, the Caribbeans, they got so damn red that it turned blackish purple. That's how hot it was back in the day. And they knew what they were doing because they housed you. When they housed the Indian and they seen the skin color get lighter, they took note of it. The Asians were red too. You had a rumor, I don't know if it was a myth, but it was a specific Indian with red hair that used to be cannibals. They used to eat people. You feel me? But they weren't even, this was the thing. It was funny when you learned about it. They weren't like these big bad monsters that came with red hair and just, beat people up till they died and ate them. They actually did some old coward shit. I'm dead serious. This is the literature you gotta know. This is why the police is here. The regular state and city police. This is why they're hired. They don't even know why they're hired. They just passed this specific test that was created, and it was created because of the knowledge that I'm telling you. But the red hair Indians, they used to walk around with other people's blood in their hair, and they used to either scare the shit out of somebody or snatch them up and do some coward shit and run, or turn another tribe against another tribe. For instance, it's 2 tribes of Indians about to fight. The one with the bloody hair used to come see who was scared of him the most, turn the other one against him, and then they used to carry the one that got killed away and eat him. They didn't even beat him to kill him to eat him. You see what I'm saying? And you pick up on shit like that. Like the other tribe killed the other tribe of Indians, and these niggas with the blood in their hair, they just scooped the dead bodies up, ran down the fucking hill basically, and started cannibalism and just started eating them shits. And kept doing it, putting the blood on their hair, letting other people's blood on their hair. Started with themselves with their own tribe of Indians, right? And sat next to people and grossed people out and everything. Facts. Now, they knew how to play with people. That's all I'm saying. Whether you like it or not, an animal is smart. I don't care what nobody say. And for it to be smart and humorous to a human, for an animal can make a human laugh. And we swear we're more superior and we're smarter. It's just something else don't add up. But like I said, a look. Nanobots, you got the niggas eating cupcakes. Chris Brown, though. They use his mugshot. He's not going to get no sympathy. Even if it's not really him. That's what that shit shows me. I don't know what it shows you. It's not Chris Brown. But there's people at home be like, oh, well, fuck him anyway. He beat Rihanna. That was the one he beat Rihanna with. So the same technology can make him look like he did something that he didn't do. You see what I'm saying? And there's still people that's going to stand on it. Boom, 2 feet down. So what? I don't care if it's a lie or nothing. He did what he did. That's a negative. It can never be positive. What's a positive? Everything has to be positive. If you get a bowl with a cover, with a top on it, a cover with a top on it, and you put a whole bunch of negative in it, it's negative, right? Get another one. Put a whole bunch of positive. Pandora's box. We put a whole bunch of positive in Pandora's box. Put a top over it. It's positive. If you get one speck, a negative from negative Pandora's box and put it in the positive, the whole shit is negative. If you get one positive from a fully positive Pandora's box and put it in a whole bunch of negative, this shit is still negative. What part don't y'all understand? Negativity wins twice. Positivity wins once. The 2-to-1 ratio. I don't know if y'all niggas was canceled or if y'all was really listening in high school, but all of this shit makes sense to how you live. There's something called numbers in your Bible. That's all I'm saying. Me having a Shahada as a baby, being raised as Jehovah's Witness, and my whole family knew, and my cousin gave me a Shahada, in the fucking community, in every city that I went to, was acknowledging me as a baby with a Shahada. What is wrong with y'all? Don't talk to strangers. Got y'all niggas. You don't know me. Stupid. I had a whole bunch of Christians, Jews, Rastafarians, everybody acknowledging me as a baby with a Shahada. Hello. It's called haram. They said it's haram. It's a bad thing. Not evil, but it's a bad thing. Yeah, so that's fair to me. Okay. So if negative wins twice and positive wins once, that means the reason why I have the purple chakra is because of y'all stupid asses. That's why I had to talk to the federal government. Duh. It's on camera, stupid. Or how about I put this shit on in front of you and then film us with this shit on? Yeah. You have to go to school to learn this shit, right? Meanwhile, what you're hidden to and what you're blind to, you're somewhat protected from. Yeah. You think you work in a hospital and you think you like somebody supposed to give a fuck about you because you work in a hospital? Meanwhile, y'all fucking backdooring everybody, and they made the hospital, the whole hospital way to get to America, the whole racist way to get here is the hospital shit. It's the easiest fucking way to get to America. The most racist shit ever. They decide if a motherfucker could live here or die and let another motherfucker come. Check your blood pressure. Put a fucking temperature under your tongue. Squeeze the pump. Send you to the doctor. We got millions and billions of these motherfuckers. Salary, come up. Meanwhile, you got a house full of autistic people biting The workers that work there. Niggas is thumbless. They don't have a fucking thumb or a fucking ear. Your children know. Just saying. Oh, look. I hire this one. He could work around these autistic people that bite. But you can't work here in this gym. Or you can't have this YouTube software that you can get from Pakistan. Or you can get from China. Or you can get from Japan. Or you can get from me. Because I feel just like them niggas about y'all. That's why a lot of my cousins, y'all niggas is not getting this shit. I'd rather give my neighbors the plug right now. Right now. I'd rather give it to them right now. And them niggas can make 30 grand a month than to give my own flesh and blood. This is why I'm making these videos. Fuck y'all. I'm dead ass serious. You never get it from me. And you can never succeed in YouTube because I already got my hand in YouTube. YouTube is there for me forever. It's not there for Deshae Frost forever, unfortunately. It's not there for Kai Cenat. That's why he has Twitch, unfortunately. I got my information lost and stolen in college. They register us in college, and they register us in YouTube, in Facebook, because it came out the same time we went to college. It was a part of our enrollment. Hello, we lost out. Our argument fell right off the map. So, therefore, us college, we're going to stand up on y'all niggas. For real. Y'all bosses, right? Your managers, everybody that got a college degree, and everybody that doesn't, that's what we want. We want this civil war to be that. Everybody that has a college degree versus everybody that does not have one. Y'all niggas will not survive at all. Y'all are not going to survive. I'm dead serious. A lens, a look. Just saying. She's black now, Kamala Harris. The same one that was in White Plains Galleria shutting this shit down. Back in the early 2000s. That shit started getting shut down when she came out here in White Plains. Hello. Who bumped into her? I recognize her face and I remember people. I don't be wilding. Come on. Come on, dog. That's not New York written all over it. That's not a New York fucking terrorist hit written all over it. Again, right there, fast as hell. The pandemic wasn't just New York. That shit was global, worldwide. She was in White Plains, the birth city of New York. Repeat, White Plains, New York is the birth city of New York. It doesn't matter if you're from Brooklyn. It doesn't matter if you're from fucking Nanuet. Every citizen of fucking New York, y'all have to answer to White Plains, New York. All y'all, everybody. Where Kai got slashed at. Where DDG got raped. Yeah, everybody. Even people in other states. I'm dead serious. You get in trouble, you have to reach out to White Plains, New York. A certain type of trouble. I'm dead serious. That's why DDG was out here. He was a celebrity, but not in New York when he came out here. New York is losing the economy so much money that other states, when I say they, I mean other states in America, they don't give a fuck about us. I'm talking about the elites, politicians. They don't care nothing about us. They want a total restart. A total restart. You're not understanding this video. To move the Samoans from New York and to push the new Hispanic people to New York, to have Kamala Harris say that she's Native American and give $5,000 in cash and $13,000 in EBT stamps to them per month. I think New York is about to get. Yeah, look at it that way. Don't look at it like pro-Spanish people, pro-New York. Don't look at it like that. Look at it as if people came back for New York's ass for something. They can't. All right, Kamala Harris was out here, and I'm dead serious. She was out here at the time that Reese / Kai and Deshae had got cut in the eyebrow. Dead serious. She was out here. That DDG shit got y'all in trouble. It wasn't even my little cousin. I'm dead serious. It wasn't even Deshae. It was DDG. DDG got New York looked at different back in the early 2000s because he was on TV so much that everybody knew who he was, except a couple of states in New York did not know who he was. But look what y'all niggas did to him. Meanwhile, I'm in Virginia, falling in love with Lil DDG in the background. I don't even know how. I don't know why or nothing. We watching a fucking show, and they have the scenes. It's a back in the day show, but they got the scenes where it gets serious and the crowd start clapping and all of that. It was somebody standing up for the kids. It was a dope show, but he was always on this shit. He was a regular. He just never talked. And for him to come out there, listen, this is his show growing on me as people already have him in their heart, and he's disabled, right? In New York, doing what they're doing at the same time. At the same time. There's no free will for me. Okay? Right then and there. If somebody could sit up there and point out where my free will is, right there, that's what if I go to hell, I'm gonna ask everybody, God and the devil. I go to heaven, I don't care who's there. I'm at bring up this situation right there. Where's the free will right there? That's all I want to know. I can't just fly back to New York from Virginia 6 to 8 hours away and save the 3. Can't do it. Because I'm watching him on TV. He's not fucking in a play, you assholes. It's already previously recorded. He was a little kid. By the time he's in New York, he's older. Hello. What am I gonna do? And I'm in Virginia trying to get away from the negativity myself and find a better life in a place where nobody knows me or what I went through. Where's the free will? I'm gonna ask God that shit, and I'm gonna ask the devil that shit too. And I want a fucking answer. And I'm fine with the answer. I need an answer for that. Where's the free will? Where? How? My name's being used. I'm in Virginia and my name is being used with pictures in their head. Yeah, you see how that shit is combined? You see how you see a picture, but you don't see a picture? And I'm showing you, this is why I have my degree. I'm right now, right? I'm going to put you in a warp. This is me sitting down. I turn this window into Virginia that you see. I'm in my dormitory watching TV, eating raviolis, cold, no microwave, watching TV. And this little nigga is on TV as a young kid. He is just so happened in New York, older, with my little cousin. And I'm watching him on the fucking TV while I'm in a whole nother state. And he's from a whole nother state. My college friends knew who he was. All of that. My college friends knew that Lil Wayne had got better. All of that. This is all New York didn't know. My college already heard chopped and screw music. My college already wore Nike ACG Gordon boots. My college already had Evisu jeans on. They already had True Religion. They already had The Babe. Supreme was a little different. Awful Dodgers. DC is actually ahead of New York. DC takes it. They're the city. DC knew who DDG was. Maryland, Chicago, Minnesota. Y'all niggas raped them in New York. Oh, look. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing, and I know, and I feel wrong that I hate that it came out that way. But I'm physically thinking about the people that did that horrific shit. That's what I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about what needs to come to them. That's why I laugh. That's why I told them. I said, y'all all could just point them out. Point who did what. Tell me so I can handle this shit. I don't care what the consequences is. We just got to get this shit over. Your mother, his mother, and his mother is still mad about this shit because it's there for life. Look. Oh, look. You probably need a nanobot or two, son. Word. Maybe they're going to start putting anger in them nanobots. Feel me? I'm just saying. You see how Kamala and Kai, you see how Kai passed on Kamala, right? Yeah. Kamala was in White Plains, New York. So, there it is. If you thought I was BSing, right? If you thought I didn't matter and I was bugging, she seen everything. I'm going to just leave it at that. You can ask me questions later or whatever. Yeah, that's what it was.